Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are actually going to create a backup of the site because we've done a lot of work, and WP Engine's really good about backing up once a day. But if you've done all of this in one day, you're definitely going to want to make sure that it's all backed up. So what we're going to do is when you go to sites, and then you'll just go ahead and click the site that you did. And so in my case, I did Honey Bar Demo. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one. So we're here, and then on the left hand side, you'll see where it says backup points. So what you'll do is it's really, really simple. Again, it'll do this for you every single day, which is why I love WP Engine so much. But, and you can see here where it's already done a daily checkpoint for me about 9 hours ago. So if you ever need to back up your site right away, you can always click on backup now. And then you'll actually just enter your email address right here where it'll send the notification to, and then you can just put a quick backup description. Like I'll put something like before updating or before installing a plugin or whatever the description is, so that you can always remember why you backed up randomly during that one time. Okay, so go ahead and fill this out and then go to create production backup, and then once you've backed up the site, it's time to go live. So let's go ahead and push it live. So the first thing that we're going to do is I want to show you something real quick. So if I go to overview, actually, let's go to domains. So when I go to domains, you can see that the only thing that we have here is honeybardemo.wpengine.com. So if I go there, that's where we've been able to access our site. So if I just copy this and I enter that into a new window for Chrome here, you can see that this is where we've actually been accessing the site, but this is not my domain, right? So I want my domain to be like houstonliving.com or discoverpleasantville.com or whatever that is, right? The .com. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So in my case, I just picked something random and I just picked honeybarsites.com. Okay. Now, the next step is that you are going to go into the back end of WordPress. And when you are on the sidebar here, you'll see something called settings. And then when you're on the general, you are going to need to update this. So right now it should be your WPEngine.com address. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to my actual domain. So the one that I've purchased on Hover. Okay. So then once you update both of these, and please double check that you've entered it exactly. If you do one letter off or anything like that, you're gonna have to reach out to WP Engine support to have them reset everything for you, to get the correct, get this back up and running again. So please make sure that you double check that you have this exactly as it's supposed to be, including like the HTTP and all that stuff too. Okay, so you're gonna scroll down and then you're going to click save changes. Now, once you save the changes, you're going to be immediately logged out of WordPress. Okay. So don't be alarmed. If you ever forget your password or anything like that, you can always click the lost password link if you don't know what it is, or you can reach out to WP Engine support and they can help you to recover everything for you. But you'll be logged out. And so once you're logged out, like I said, don't worry, we're going to move on to the next step. So, what we're going to do is the first thing I want you to do is I want you to go to a website called Cloudflare. Okay, I'll link all the information below, but it's Cloudflare. And you're going to go ahead and go to sign up, and you're going to sign up for a free account. Okay, so you don't need to do anything, just follow the prompts and it'll ask you to sign up for a free account. It'll give you some paid options, but you do not need to do the paid options, just do the free one. Okay, and then once you have that all set up, then it'll look something like this. So you'll go ahead and log in and do everything that you need to do there. And when you do, you will see something like this on the back end. So if you don't know where I am right now, you can always click up here, and they'll pull down a drop down menu of all the domains that you are working with, but you should probably only have one here. And so what you need to do is from here, you'll see a lot of options, and you don't really need to mess with a lot of these options, but you do need to go to where it says DNS. Okay, so we're going to be working with the DNS. Let me show you how to set all of this up. Okay, so Hover actually puts this one in automatically. So when you come in, it may be blank, but you might have this MX record here. And I think you might have this one right here too, because Hover does these two automatically. But for this one, for this one and then for this one, you probably won't have these. So let me show you how to set these up, okay? So the first thing we need to do is we need to create a CNAME, all right? So it sounds complicated. I promise you it's not. So what you're going to do is see where it says CNAME. I have honeybarsites.com because that's the .com that I chose. And it says it's an alias of honeybardemo.wpengine.com. Now, where did I get that? I got that from, if you go back to the WP Engine, it's right here. So just go ahead and copy that just like that, okay? And then so all you need to do is just go to where it says CNAME, put the drop down here, and we're gonna just put in your domain. So in my case, it was honeybarsites.com, and then the domain name we're gonna choose would be the WP Engine one, and then you'll just go ahead and click Add Record, and it'll go right there for you. Okay, so you can see mine says it's already done. So because I already have it right here. All right, so for the next one, we're going to do this one first. So it says www is an alias of honeybarsites.com. So this just means that if someone types in www.johnsmith.com or just johnsmith.com, that it all leads to the same place. Okay, so for this one, all you're going to do is go to, again, CNAME. You're going to do www, and then you're just going to go to your domain, which is, for me, honeybarsites.com. And then you'll click Add Record. The final step is the IDX. Now, even if you don't have IDX right now, I still recommend that you do this right now, okay? So for the IDX, it's very, very simple. I recommend IDX Broker, and I will link this below, but the domain for IDX Broker is going to be subdomains.idxbroker.com, okay? So all you have to do is go to where it says, make sure you're doing CNAME, and then you'll do real estate. And then the domain name is going to be subdomains.idxbroker.com. Okay, so that's all there is. You don't need to mess with the TTL, just click Add Record. And then once you've done this, yours should look almost exactly, if not identical, to what I have right here. Okay, so again, Hover does this one automatically, so don't worry about that one. And then Hover does this one automatically. We don't need to worry about these two. The ones that are important are this one and this one and this one. All right, so that's what's important. And once you've done that, we're going to just go ahead and quickly move on to the next step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Hover, and then I'm going to come right back. So go ahead and log into Hover while I'm doing this, pause the video, and we'll meet up in just a second. Okay, so we're here at Hover, and the next step is you're going to go ahead and log into your account, and then I'm just going to click on domains, okay? So we are going to go to the domain, which is for me, honeybarsites.com. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that one. And then right here, it says name servers, all right? So mine has the name servers for Cloudflare, which is exactly what you want, but yours might be something like Hover something.com or even GoDaddy in some cases. So what we're going to do is we need to edit these name servers. So I'm going to click edit, and you can see that I have like vera.nscloudflare.com and amirnscloudflare.com. So where I'm getting these is when you go to Cloudflare and you just scroll down from right where we were, you're just going to copy it and paste. So I'm going to copy this one, go back to Hover, and then I would just paste it right there. Okay, so let's see, since it says 1 and 2, so I'm gonna go 1, and let's actually do this together. So here's 1, and then the second one is right here, and there. Perfect. So you'll just go ahead and go to save name servers. All right, so that's it. So the very, very last step in the process is we just need to go back to WP Engine. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and click on domains. And once you hit domains, you'll see the only domain that you have right here, right now, is like the one we've been working with, which is honeybardemo.wpengine.com. Okay, but we want to add honeybarsites.com. All right, that's my real domain. So I'm going to go ahead and click on add domain, and I'm going to type that in, honeybarsites.com. That's the domain that I've purchased from Hover. And I'm going to click next, return to domains. and we're going to add one more. So sometimes it grays out like this. If that ever happens, just quickly press the refresh button and then we're good to go. I'm going to add one more domain, which is the www version. So www.honeybarsites.com. Click next. So again, this way, if someone types www versus just honeybarsites.com, it all leads to the same place, okay? So again, I'm getting this kind of gray thing here, so let me just refresh so I can have more options. Perfect. Okay, so at this point, you should have the one that we've been working with this whole entire time, which is the wpengine.com. And then we also have your domain that you purchased from Hover, and then the www version of the domain that you purchased from Hover. Okay, so this is what we should be having all three. Now, the very, very last step in this entire process of going live is this. So we just need to direct this to Honeybar Sites. Everything needs to go to honeybarsites.com. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to set honeybarsites.com as primary. That's the first step. Now I'm going to add a redirect. So when I click add redirect, I want this to go to honeybarsites.com. So I'm going to click save changes. And then same thing for the www. I'm going to add a redirect. And anybody who goes to www of the site of the version, like I want them to come to just the non-www. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click save changes. So let's try this out. It will typically take anywhere from a couple of minutes up to 24 hours to actually have this. It's called propagating, so that when I go to honeybarsites.com, my site actually shows. But let's just take a quick look and see what's happening. So I'm going to open up a new tab. And I'm just going to go to honeybarsites.com and then let's see what's happening. Awesome. So that was just a couple of minutes and it's already here. So that's pretty cool. So I actually have a live domain now. And so typically, hopefully for you, it just takes a couple of minutes. And if it does, you'll go to, johnsmith.com or houstonliving.com and your website will be up. It'll be live. So exciting. I am so happy for you. If you are not going to be using IDX, then, we'll go ahead and stop here. I'm going to teach you how to remove this search for homes bar right here if you want to. But other than that, if you are going to be adding IDX to your website, we have just a couple more steps to add in the IDX and you're good to go. You have a site that's up right now. So congratulations, you did it. Let's just go ahead and add a couple more bells and whistles and you're going to be on your way. Great job.